So going over some charts here on Saturday, and I thought I'd go ahead and put this out. Had a question about U.S. Steel. I'm starting to like this stock a lot more where it's at, and I'm just going to go through exactly where I think we're at. I still don't think that this is the end of the downtrend right here, because you can see this is a 5-wave move right here. We have clearly 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That's a 5-wave move. So if we look back here on the monthly time frame, if this is a first wave and we get a 5-wave move down, that has to be an A wave. That can't be the whole ABC move. So for that reason, I still think that that is the A wave. So I can label this A. But then this move appears to be a B wave, but I went through it and it's actually a 5-wave move. So we get, it's kind of sideways, but it's a 5-wave move. So that means that that's also A. So we'd have A up here. And then this move is clearly a B wave. It could be a second wave, but because this is an A wave, I would say it's not bottomed yet. So this has to be a B wave only. It can't be a second wave. We couldn't have bottomed right there. So looking at this though, from the very top of here, you can see I already labeled the gap fills. And hard to get that perfectly, but basically you want these to be about the same length. This takes us down to about 19 bucks. And then also the 1.61 fib is sitting here right around 19 bucks. And there's a gap fill at 19.50. For all of those reasons, without going into too much detail on this wave right here, which I think is a C wave, I believe there's probably one more move down here. And then also that is a demand zone on the monthly down here. You can see it's been touched a bunch. So gap fill, demand zone, C wave would be the same length around 1950. For all those reasons, I would lean towards it coming down here to about 1950. And that would complete an overall ABC move. That would retrace basically retrace to the 0.78 fib. Doesn't really matter because it's a B wave. It could go past the start of the A wave. But it is nice that it comes into, if it comes down here to 19 bucks, it will come into this demand zone that's been hit many, many times. So there's a lot of support in there. Also, if you go to the monthly chart, you'll see that it's been above this 50-day moving average for a while. That's sitting at 1877 currently. And the 20 has been above it the whole time. Or I guess not the whole time, since March of 22. So when it had that big move up right here is when it finally crossed it. And so with the 20 still above the 50 here on the monthly, I haven't checked out the weekly or the daily, but just going by this, so on the weekly, the 20 is also above the 50. So it's still bullish, but I think that there's a chance, get rid of these again, there's a chance that we could come down here, probably more than likely, not a chance, it's probably going to come down here to 1950. I'd be surprised if it just came up here straight away. But once it comes down to 1950, I would say it's a pretty strong buy because you would have A, B, C, and you'd have B down here. And then you should get a C wave higher. We should get A, B, something like this. Should happen. And then you're looking at the timing of it too. This took about 8 months. This would probably take about 3 months. That's 11 months. So I would look for the C wave to take about 5.5 months. That takes us to like mid-November. So somewhere in around that area, and I'd be looking around 35. But again, that would still make this whole thing A, B, and then I would be looking for something down here. There's a gap down here at 11. We came down here all the way to 16, 35, and 39. That's pretty close. I'm looking for, so whatever I made the original video months ago, the timing just taking forever on this stock. So I'm still looking at this as, it's not a head and shoulders because it's going too high, way higher than this, but it's still a B wave here. So, or not a B wave, it could be a second wave. We don't know yet. It's either 1, 2, and we get a third wave higher, which actually seems kind of likely to me because I would imagine this is going to happen with the overall market crashing, which I've already predicted. I was saying July or August. Maybe you'll go all the way till the fall time or even into the winter time. I look for a bottom sometime in 2024. So again, if this goes in November 2023, we started this March of 22. That is again a year and 8 months divided by 2. That is going to be about 10 months from November. That takes us all the way to about August of 2024 for a bottom. So that's kind of what I'm looking for. And then this will end up being 2 or B. This is basically 1 or A. I would say, I mean, who knows? It could be an ABC pattern. It could be a 5-way move. But all that really matters is really short term right now. And short term, like I said, 1950 is where my target is. Gap fill into supply or into demand, and retracing to the 0.78 fib. Looks like a B wave. Looks like a pretty strong buy at 1950. And I would expect a move back up here above the high here. At 31, I would be looking for something around 35. There's probably, and there's a lot of resistance in that area too. So yeah, I kind of forgot about this stock, but someone had mentioned to look at it, and now I'm looking at it, and it looks like a pretty strong buy. So I have an alert. I'm going to put an alert on this for 20 bucks. If it crosses 20 bucks, I'll probably actually be looking to potentially get in too. So that's just an update on US Steel. Looking to close out this B wave right here. And then I would be looking for a 5-month uptrend into 2023 to about 35 bucks.